Good morning. Good morning. I'm Sandy Walden from Serenity, your Master Grief Coach and Master Grief Coach Trainer. We just got back from the gym and I'm pooped. It's very overcast outside. There's been a little bit of rain. It's not like I worked all that hard. And my brain is telling me you exercised lightly for a little less than an hour. There's no reason not to go back and do another class or to hit the gym portion and hit the weights or the elliptical machine or the other amazing things that are there. But my body said enough. I could feel some achy and some soreness. And I don't mind achy and soreness, but I don't want to hurt. And I just felt tired. Not bad, just tired. And so I finished the class, which I enjoyed thoroughly, and came home. Why am I sharing this with you? Because I want to justify another cup of coffee. But also because we often tell ourselves that we should be doing more, that we're not doing enough. But the truth is, grief is exhausting. Processing emotions can be exhausting. Someone very recently made the comment, and she's going through so much, she's experiencing so much that she's just going through the motions. And as I listened to her, I found my brain thinking about, well, maybe your body feels as though it's just going through motions, though that minimizing word doesn't belong there in my head because she's doing so much. But your heart is all over. You're feeling sadness about somebody you miss. You have deep concern for someone else. You're thinking about many other people. That's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot. Which is why I titled this with that famous quote, "Don't just do something, sit there." We can really easily confuse the physical busyness with what's going on in here. And I will hear people say quite often, I need to keep busy so I don't think about this. I need to keep quite busy so I don't feel this. Now, I can understand that we all need a respite, and that's true. But we heal when we do give ourselves the opportunity to feel what we need to feel, because that's when it begins healing. In this time of activity around Christmas and Hanukkah and shopping because it's the holidays, but also because some things are finally getting supplies in with supply chain problems. There's a lot of busyness. We get on social media and we see someone doing, and we often feel, I should be doing. I'm okay and I support you if the doing feels really good. I needed to go to that class this morning. I didn't want to go. I never really want to go, but I always want to have been, and I always feel good when I'm there. Let's not measure our doing against what somebody else is doing. My husband absolutely was ready for another class today and probably time in the gym with the weights and the equipment, and I'm willing to bet that while I'm secluded here in my office with the door closed, I've got some work to do. He's probably going to head back. Doesn't make either of us wrong. It means we're in our own place. We're walking at the rate that's right for us. Each and every one of us. Yes, that includes you. Let's be sure we make room to be gentle with our feelings and our emotions. It's really important to move our bodies a little bit because that's one way we do process emotion and we keep things flowing. But what walking around the block does for one person is not measured against what somebody else does. Maybe somebody else needs to walk several miles, or simply do some stretches. Nothing is wrong with any of these things. Give yourself the opportunity to be aware. Those few moments with your eyes closed and just breathing and asking yourself, what do I need? Do I need rest? Do I need nutrition? Do I need to move around? What will feel better? I can only sit on a chair for so long, not because I'm an ambitious person, but because I get stiff and sore and I need to move around. So I will be doing that. That's better for me. What's better for you? This season that can be so joyful, filled with gifts. And yes, I think that's absolutely true for all of us. And you may not be in a place to recognize or accept those gifts right now. That's okay. What matters is that you're taking really good care of yourself, and that pace is determined by you, and only by you. What feels right for you? I think about the person who said, I'm only going through the motions. And I'm not about to argue with her because maybe that's her truth. I have no way of knowing. Certainly I trust her because she's one of the most honest people I know. So when she says that's what she is doing, it's how she feels. And I respect that. Let's respect one another. We may not see the same thing that someone does, but their reality is what they feel, what they think, what they are experiencing. So let's not put pressure on one another or on ourselves to keep busy, to do. Let's give ourselves time to rest, to recuperate. And remember that when we are making time to sit back and close our eyes, we are doing so much. Emotionally, we are processing so much. I think about the meditation that I usually do every day. It takes about 30 to 35 minutes, and I stretch out on the couch. And it may not look to anybody else as though I'm doing anything. And certainly, my body is resting during that time, isn't it? My eyes are closed. I'm always comfy cozy. But so much is going on here. My brain is processing. My subconscious is accepting what's right for me, gently letting go of what's not. And this is helping this body, these emotions, to process and heal. Let's not confuse doing emotionally and mentally with physically. I can be doing an awful lot when I sit with my pen and my paper and I'm writing. It might look to someone else as though I'm not doing anything, but it's very, very productive for me. And again, that time to rest, to be. So often that's when we connect with someone, sitting there just quietly. I think about the time that I treasure so much. Almost every morning, my husband and I sit together drinking coffee. This time of year, we're in the living room and the recliners and the Christmas lights are lit up on the fireplace mantle, and I love it because it gets it gets light later here, so we have more of that dark time turning to light. It's really quiet. There might be conversation, often there's not. But we feel very connected. Warm weather, we're always outside. It's connecting. We connect with other people in those quiet moments. We also connect with ourselves and with our loved ones on the other side. I encourage you to make time for those quiet moments, to let go of the doing and allow the being, because it matters. So today I encourage you, don't just do something. Sit there. I'm Sandy Walden from Serenity, your Master Grief Coach and Master Grief Coach Trainer. I wish you a day of very gentle peace and healing. Namaste.